Damn.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm fucking nervous.
Let's begin. Huh? Try out some cards. Crunch isn't here to peek at the bottom card anymore, so that's fantastic. I'm gonna start with Mango.
Oh, we're Crunch card. Oh,
For
they're
chat.
Crunch 8 plus.
I heard I could only
That
play
doesn't
Moody
matter.
Jeans.
Those are familiar faces. They are.
That would be
Oh,
a
sorry.
tower in this case, right?
I've never gotten Vigil with this.
But you can tell me who
I've
to
literally
choose.
in all of my Sunday experience.
Oh, sorry.
Cody, Bobby, I want you both to know I'm going to wiggle around a lot at night, even if I'm down.
The aces.
So am I.
Okay.
I get friends.
So good at
Are those,
counting and shit.
Ultra
Well
Boost
done.
rolls?
Well done, Mikey.
That was what?
Great job, Mikey.
That's right.
My shoes.
Okay.
2 feet.
Let's explain some rules here. So, if you have a red face card, that's going to be Mafia. If you have a black face card, that is a town roll. King, Black King is the investigator. Black Queen is going to be the healer. Black Jack is going to be the vigilante. Not the Ace of Spades, as it was previously. Any other black card?
Classic Michael.
Any other, yeah,
God,
that's what
Mike,
we've come to
Mike.
expect for that. You're welcome.
Like the last 10 minutes.
Any other black card is going to be a vanilla town. Black number cards. Anyone not understand those rolls? Just checking. Okay, looks like we're good this time. Okay. In that case, let's go ahead and do a little check here. Let's put our heads down real quick. Mafia, look at me. There should be 3 of you. Thank you, Mafia. Investigator, look at me. Thank you, Investigator. Healer, look at me. Thank you, Healer. Vigilante. Thank you, Vigilante. Okay. Let's wake up. Fucking say something.
Day zero,
really
2 kill
comfortable.
power till we get to 2.
Sorry. 1 kill power for Mafia tonight.
What?
After that, if there are still 3 Mafia left, it will be 2 kill power. And then until
Until
Mafia
there's
is
2.
down to 2, it will be 2 kill power.
Okay.
Just so 2 people aren't really sad.
16.
How many people?
Where's that? Oh,
Where's the
Cody's got it.
Pikachu?
Cody's got it.
Which is really comfortable.
Okay, well then talk.
What am I gonna ask about?
Damn.
Damn.
Who was Mafia last game last night? I'll do the same thing Crunch did.
Me. I was Mafia both games last time.
Lucky.
Wow.
Are you gonna play differently today?
As town.
I don't get that. I think that's a nonsensical question.
True. We're just wasting time.
Damn.
Yeah. Nonsensical.
Bobby's keeping it real.
Anyone have anything interesting to say?
Give it a
Pass it to
void.
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 Wait. Okay. Good.
I don't know everyone's names again.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So I don't know your name. But you're Trey, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't know your name,
Oh, that's a nice
or your
shirt.
name. Everyone else I'm good. I'm assuming you
That's
guys
maybe
are-
he plays Ice Climbers. That's Rado. He plays Ice Climbers.
Wait.
Or yellow plaid, according
That's
to
actually
Yellow
ours.
plaid.
Wait, that's actually the Icy's couch.
Blue button.
Oh, Ice Scout.
Yeah, no, wait.
Ice Scout.
2/3.
That's,
He still counts.
on
Yeah,
fire.
no, you
That's
still
true. That's an
count.
icy couch.
Wait, so why'd I get doing this?
I don't know.
What's your name?
Salam.
Yeah.
Salam.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait.
You're in the Amogus. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, my name's
You
Among
look
Us.
so different.
Huh?
You looked so different the other time.
I was wearing glasses.
He was also wearing an Among Us.
And I was wearing Oh yeah, see how the big
It was just spandex.
Cool.
Anyone else want to talk?
Cool.
Deer wants to
Continue.
talk
You
too.
cracked pretty hard last night when you were my Mafia teammate. How are you feeling this game?
I feel pretty good. I feel town. I'm gonna try to crack this time.
You feel town?
You
Or you
feel
are
town?
town? You feel town?
The hard parts. You said yesterday that you felt you weren't so good at this mind game stuff. Do you feel like you're still not so good at this mind game stuff, or do you feel better at it?
Probably, but I'm telling you I'm town.
You're saying you don't have to play the mind game stuff right
How town
I'm
is he?
town. I'm very town.
You're gonna smoke different right now.
This time, right before our eyes.
I feel right for
It's over.
I'm gonna
Mikey,
try
there's
to,
3 Mafia, right?
3 Mafia.
I
that's
don't
good.
know,
Not
be
crack.
smarter, not crack.
You know you don't have to crack this game.
Bonfire.
Yeah, you know that.
Mafia,
He's
town.
good.
Mafia?
Am I town?
Yeah, how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm town.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Solid answer.
Love to hear that.
Day 0 has been pretty unproductive in the past. The one time on day 0 we did do that, say what your role is. Do we think that'll give us any helpful information tonight?
No.
No. You don't want to reveal names.
No.
Wait, that'll give Mafia helpful information.
It's more of a read on people saying their town, because nobody's not going to say their town, but it's a read on how they say their town, is what he means.
Yeah. Okay.
Or if anyone's
I feel
like
like we might
obviously
just get some
nervous.
false positives.
I think the most productive we've ever had in a day 0 of recent memory was when Crunch went pretty hard and we at least got some discussion going
Get some
Yeah.
about something.
Apply pressure somewhere.
But I also echo, I don't remember who it was that made the point about, like, don't focus too hard, like, when things get over-centralized, like,
That was an ace.
that gives Mafia a chance to lay low if they're not actually part of that conversation.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Day after your birthday, how you feeling today in this game, Mango?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
How good?
Pretty good. Good enough to say I'm town,
Alright.
and
Pretty good.
I have nothing else to say.
Alright.
I feel like sometimes I talk too much day 1 and I kind of kill somebody. Trying to at least usefully kill somebody tonight.
Nice.
Tonight. But I'm down to kill. I am down to kill.
You're always down to kill.
I'm always down, but I don't want to lead it this time.
When you're Mafia or town, you're down to kill. So I don't know what to make of this.
He's always down.
No, Mango's
Are you
down.
town? I just want to know.
I'm
Are you
town.
town? Because I'm sitting next
Are
to
you town?
I'm town.
I don't believe you.
Second.
No,
I'm not gonna lie, I don't believe
Uh,
Generally untrustworthy guy.
I think because Mafia has 1 kill power night 1, unless we have something good to go off of, then we leave it for day 1, and then starting tomorrow we should start killing because they have 2 kill powers, so it gets ugly. Also, Shannon, you haven't played yet, so what are you thinking?
Hello. I don't want to play the nervous card, but I'm gonna say that the chances of me messing something up are high because I've never played before. But
Fair.
I'm down.
Okay.
You didn't play one of these before? You
I
have.
played at Smash Summit 7 when it was off stream and there were like
Oh, okay.
just like 7 people playing and everybody didn't care and
Oh, that was one where Zane.
fucked the whole game up. So wasn't a good
Wait, I didn't know about that.
I do remember that actually.
I think I
It's
might.
kind of a shit
I
show.
was Mafia
That's great.
and I cracked really easily and I played I've never played this game before, so I don't know
I remember that too.
So I'm not gonna do
It
that
worked.
this time.
Did it work? It worked
It
beautifully.
did work. It did work. Let's do that this time.
And now you're playing the I'm nervous.
Kind of a
card.
dirty play.
Well, I am nervous. I'm just being honest, so you know, if I seem suspicious, that's fine.
And Shannon did share with me that it was going to be her first game on the camera and that she was nervous, so I can corroborate that. And I was also curious, Hugo, how you're feeling.
I'm feeling.
what you're seeing right now.
I'm feeling extremely town. Super town.
What are you seeing?
Huh?
What are you seeing?
Almost a city.
I don't like Vicious answer, just off rip. That's just how I'm feeling.
That's what I want to know, is
That's
what you're
just-
feeling off
That's
rip.
what I'm feeling off
Hey guys, I think we should vote him off right now.
But yeah, obviously I'm not ready to act on that. I did like Nintendo's answer because he was like laughing and smiling. He knew how nervous he was when he got busted yesterday. So I feel like he feels more natural now and he's feeling good because he's probably 10. That's all I got right now. Yeah, but we don't have to like focus on that. That's just
Real cool. That's a friend of this game. You know I trust fun game.
I trust you, Cody. I trust your analytical rigor. I was just curious, what are you seeing? What's up, Avery?
Howdy.
Oh God, who was here?
Yeah, I'm tucked in.
It's kind of bad in the corner.
Yeah.
Good.
Thumbs don't run out.
Thanks.
Feeling good?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. How about you?
Happy to be here. I'm feeling great.
Good.
How you feeling about the game?
what do you observe
How
in
am I
Ginger?
feeling about the game?
Yeah. What do you
Day
think?
zeros are always really unproductive to me. And I think that since Mafia has 1 kill power, it's even less productive than usual.
Oh.
But, yeah, I have literally nothing. Everyone's just saying their town.
So should we kill?
We probably should.
If Ginger's down.
I
You think so?
Ginger, if you had to kill
Usually-
one person right now.
If I had to kill one person right now,
Right now.
probably a quiet person.
I'm always down to kill a quiet person.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
always
bring
down to
nothing.
quiet
That middle ice
people.
climber play.
Middle
is
ice
saying
climber.
too much.
Middle ice climb.
He
The names I've been given, okay? That jacket
He has
rocks
a
Rocks, and now Middle Ice Climbers players.
He has a name already.
You know what? I don't
That's an honor.
like
You're
blue
next-
flag.
you're next to
You know what the funny thing about the rocks was Hungrybox was proud of himself for getting the letter R right. He's like, yeah, I
you
knew
and
it
I
started with
both.
R.
There was an R involved.
There's an R involved.
He's like, yeah, I got it.
R.O. nonetheless.
An armful.
Yeah, in the same exact position. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to play the same card as Shannon, but I mean, as you could tell yesterday, I was very nervous. I was very fidgety. My voice was shaking a lot. But the one thing I did notice is that when I think it was Hugs was talking, I looked over at Deer, and I saw him looking at me, and then eyes shoot away immediately.
Your hands are like shaking, you're shaking, your voice is shaking.
I am very shaky. I don't want to like pull sympathy cards, but I have a lot of anxiety. And
Ronald was down both games.
I will say, yeah, he
just
was
like
super
that.
nervous, shaky, talking,
I
defending
wouldn't know
himself, and he
because I
was
died
down.
like literally 1 minute
Just
into both
his
games.
reference to last game. Not saying he's definitely down, but that would be consistent with last game.
Okay.
I just think to like echo what Avery said, like killing first round is already like I think you're doing it based off nothing, and if Mafia only has 1 kill power, then it's better to get the rolls to have information, and then they're gaining information for only 1 death instead of 2. You just take that bargain.
But what if we did it?
So sometimes
Maybe more likely to kill
mathematically it is good to kill round 1, even if you don't have information. I haven't done the math.
He's right.
I'm just gonna give that
He's
sometimes,
right.
even if you don't have information, it's like a free kill.
You're
But
just as likely to kill a
Sounds like
town
a
member with a
commentator.
roll as Mafia.
that's,
Yeah, that's
Just
well,
as
that's
likely.
true.
That's pretty true, actually.
That is true.
That's
But
actually
there are
nice.
certain
Mafia
roles
three
that
rules.
might be less valuable than killing a Mafia member.
Yeah, but if you kill a cop, we've talked
Well,
about
yeah,
it,
if you kill cop, I mean the game
instantly.
sucks. Yeah, it gets a lot harder.
But then Mafia doesn't have 2 kill power, or if you get the Mafia. So it's like, it's a game.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
You
true,
take
yeah.
away a kill
That's a
power,
good
but it
point.
doesn't
It's a
affect the
game.
first
It's
game.
a
Is
game.
anybody
Yeah,
yeah, enough to
Yeah, you do
so
it.
might
as well
Mafia
get the
can win
information
with
around
one
No,
power.
but you just
Tom
be
doesn't.
down
Down
to
right or down
You'd be playing
regardless.
like literally a numbers game.
Let's go 2 minutes.
Yeah, but
I probably most effective to kill on second day then? Like just math off the top of my head. Or I guess day 1, not day 2.
There's 17 of us, is it?
Yeah.
It's probably most
17.
efficient to kill on
Okay.
second day then.
Yeah,
Not
well,
day 1.
so it's 14-3 in town's favor.
Okay.
There's like no
numbers
reason to
wise,
kill
so that's.
tonight.
I think it would be fine to not kill today. I do want to say though that I kind of disagree with your assessment of Ryan, right?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I got that right. But that being said, even though I got your name right, you seem way more nervous to me than
I'm always
yesterday when you
nervous.
were town.
I-
Yesterday when you were yellow plaid, you fucking called Xbox out immediately. You were fine. Like you're like I'm town, but you also don't know my name. What the
Call
fuck,
those out
dude?
tonight.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
He did just do that
he
to
seemed a
Tony
lot
there,
more
too.
nervous.
I
and shit
have
than me.
He did just do the
PTSD
exact
from
same
a
thing to Cody
former
when he forgot his
Mafia
name.
game that
As
happened
he did to
at
Xbox.
Summit years ago.
Okay.
So I'm very nervous and sensitive about what chat thinks of me. I don't want to embarrass myself in front of chat, which is an impossible thing to do. Fuck you guys.
Emotion, Ryan.
You can't attack chat. They're more powerful than us. They can feel bad.
That's
Who was
We
it?
played Mafia.
Last call for the Pikachu.
We played Mafia against Chat one time.
Want to talk?
Yeah, I don't know why I
Chat
cut it
Mafia.
stray on that one.
Well, no, I just thought it was weird because when I looked over, I just saw you like looking at me. I'm not
It
saying
seemed deflecty to me.
me.
Seemed deflecty, yeah.
A little bit.
Cut it straight,
Yeah, but-
yeah.
Yeah, you're kind of sus, bro.
No, not a little
I think
bit.
it's just the days are
Maybe
wrong.
so.
I'm just saying my day zero says.
Because of numbers, or are we?
No.
I mean, we
don't have to do anything.
could, but we don't have to do anything,
In
and
my
especially because
opinion.
Mafia has 1 kill power only
Yeah,
tonight.
there's no since they only have one. There's no point in giving them possibly 2 when they're just gonna get 2 more every night as it goes on.
Alright, I feel if I die tonight,
Alright.
Well,
That's just
no,
the way
that's
that's
just
Mafia to
yeah.
frame
Now you
himself.
just set
Yeah.
me up for the
Let's just wait
Mafia.
for
That's
Mafia
true.
to frame him.
Mafia can just
I don't
frame
go off
him.
that.
We're gonna go to bed. You're just gonna leave him on the floor like this. Sad. Mafia. Mafia, look at me. Mafia, who are we trying to kill tonight? Thank you, Mafia. Investigator. Who would you like to investigate? T for town, M for Mafia. Thank you, Investigator. Healer. Who would you like to heal? Thank you, Healer. Vigilante. Would you like to shoot? Thank you, Vigilante. All right, Daybreak. Maybe has passed away.
Just one? Oh yeah.
Just one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're on one.
Oh no.
Wow.
In an act of
Mafia
defiance.
controller spike.
Yeah.
I've got a Tide pen, but it's in my hotel.
That's a one summon Mafia ban.
Damn.
Oh.
Not the
Party
card
foul.
He was like, oh shit, what? What? Damn.
One time.
Yeah, I got some clean freak disinfecting wipes for the couch at least.
Nice.
Paper towels. Here,
Nice.
yeah. Here, you guys take this. I'll go get some paper towels.
It's not too bad on the couch.
Pass the
You
tea.
don't want Pikachu?
Real quick to find the roll, Avery. To fucking find the roll you do have.
Pretty random skill.
Yeah, I agree.
Outside of just like, let's put someone that's not going to do any suspicion to us, I can only think of like he wanted to kill him to get him off the couch, which I don't think is the case.
I think
Which I don't think is the case.
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yes,
Yeah.
which I don't think is the case.
It's possible.
It's possible, but I don't think it's the case. So that was a pretty random skill, I'm not gonna lie.
It was.
Oh, was that the couch?
Yeah, so he was one of the quieter people. I guess I wanted to ask some of the more experienced Mafia players what you think it means when a quiet person was killed with a quiet gun.
I have some.
Good kill, honestly.
Oh, okay.
No information.
Yeah, basically, whenever I'm Mafia, I like to kill the quiet person because they tend to be the person with the least suspicion on them. So it's best to like turn the people with most suspect.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, if you were Mafia, that'd be.
I don't know.
But you know, if I was Mafia's game, I'll totally kill someone else.
That makes no sense to me.
I agree with Chillin.
That makes
To
zero
me, I'm
sense.
the exact opposite. I feel like if you're Mafia, I think that means it's a newer player
Yeah.
who killed. Because why would you kill the person who's flying under the radar,
Yeah.
not helping town?
Yeah.
They're not being a good townsman, and they're not really doing anything to help their case, so they could be an easy target later.
Yeah.
So to me, that points to a newer player kill.
I killed Kadoran last night because I thought he was the cop. And Kadoran was being pretty quiet that game. That's another possibility.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Also,
Power
if
roll.
they're not talking, it means they're not getting into like arguments and fights. If two people are eventually like are trying to like suss each other out, and you kill a quiet person, those two people are still going at it.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Makes sense?
I don't know if this has any merit, but I know people were starting to be sus of Ryan. So I don't know if like somebody sitting next to Ryan is like important at all.
Maybe they pointed them
You
out.
definitely like, as Mafia, sitting next to, this is what I've been saying, I've been starting my couch games with like, yo, I might be moving tonight even if I'm Mafia.
Yeah.
Because it does suck, there have been games where someone gets a read just based off of, man, I think the person next to me is moving. And so, yeah, that could have been that for Ryan, but like, more importantly, I think we either need to like, just, because like, I feel like there's been a lot of centralizing discussion on Ryan. I feel like either we vote him off today, or we just need to move past
Or we
it.
move on, yeah.
I'm in favor of
I
moving
agree
past
with
it.
that.
I don't really think Ryan is that sus, and we can just generally keep an eye on him.
I second that.
I just wanted to say I don't think it's Ryan. I think
It
that
was,
it was a thing to bring up so that there's more like focus in that area.
I would just like to say that I feel good about Toph. I think that you're leading the discussion in productive ways, and you're also being cautious to kill, which I think is valuable. That's what I got.
I feel good about it.
That's the nicest thing you've ever said.
So yeah, going back to why a quiet person would be killed, I think that I agree with Trey that it usually points to inexperienced Mafia to go for like kind of a random kill like that, unless they're just trying to create confusion, which is usually not the play. It's usually a lot better for Mafia to kill like a vocal townsperson night one, because that's just going to help them for the rest of the game. And a quiet person, again, aside from causing confusion, doesn't really benefit Mafia that much. So I think we, like, as a starting point, can try to, like, at least put pressure on people that haven't played much and, like, see what we get from that.
How likely is it that 3 people are not good players? I guess in this pool, there are actually quite a few people that
haven't played too much.
Played too much.
like at least 5 or 6. So I guess that makes sense. Putting pressure on people is fine with me. Who hasn't really talked so far?
Especially among the inexperienced. Oh, that's true. That's true.
You,
That's
bitch.
true.
Can you tell me something about what you've observed this whole game?
So far, not much has really happened. I think I do agree with pretty much what they've said. That it does seem like it's an inexperienced person that's probably chosen the person that they killed for Mafia. So, yeah, I don't know.
What did you just say?
I'm saying I agree that the Mafia that was.
I'm just gonna add to my little sus over here where usually when Chillin and Vish are sitting on the couch next to each other, there's a whole lot of camaraderie,
That's right.
joking.
It
feels like you two don't feel like you're
Oh
one
my
this
God.
time. And I'm not. That's just how I'm feeling. And yeah, I'm kind of looking at a scar here, and I'm feeling.
I think Vish might love you.
I've changed my mind on Vish.
I'm fucking down.
2 minutes.
Do you think you changed your mind?
He looked me in the eye.
They wouldn't know if each other
I'm
was
absolutely.
Mafia or not.
But
So
one of
they're
them would, and like they're. I just feel like it's not their usual.
Sure.
They have a
I
brotherly
don't-
bond. They would know.
It's usually like a connection, like if you sit next to each other. This time, it's been.
I want to hear Void talk because he had his hand up a long time ago and he's quiet, which
Yeah.
I hear is scary.
It is. It's very scary.
So, we decided we're gonna get a kill today.
Probably.
I agree.
I think that's a play.
I
Oh, that's
don't
great.
know anybody that I feel sus about. All I know is I feel good about Solomon and Trey. I'm not down to kill either of them.
Yeah.
If we're kind of just like oranging it.
How well do you know them? What is this based on?
Played them in the last Mafia game. Paid a lot of attention to Trey. Him against Solomon.
And you feel really good about them.
Today, yeah.
I'm feeling really good about you, Scar.
I'm feeling good about you too, Hugo.
I like Scar's
Scar.
game a lot.
How do you feel about me and Salami?
I don't feel good about Salami
That's fucked
because
up, man.
Salami was quiet the first round, and also he started the second round saying like, "Well, if I was Mafia, I would have done what happened last night." Like, I don't know. If you're like
And
not
also
really
just wasn't a
auditing
good
your thought
answer.
processes, like most humans don't in most of their waking hours,
Like
then
that
you would have
O.J.
just
Simpson
said that.
Okay, the thing is, the reason I say that, I've been playing Mafia since I was like literally like 13.
So I don't like to answer the whole thing.
I didn't like that answer at all.
Huh?
I didn't like your answer at all. Just
Oh,
like,
okay.
It just makes sense for Mafia to kill the useless person. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, that is all I have.
You know,
Move on to that.
So
Yeah.
basically, it's if you like to pit people against each other. It's different styles. Like if Mafia likes to pit people against each other, like say Vish and Hugo start going at it, and they're both town. That's like good for Mafia. So why would they get rid of one of those guys?
So what's your
Okay.
style of Mafia?
Okay, then let me put this to you.
Yeah, Hugo.
If that's the style, and you're saying I resent, it sounds like you're saying I, agree with this style of play, even though it wasn't me that did it.
Yeah,
So then, from your perspective, who are the sorts of people to make that kind of kill?
that's a good point. It's got to be like chaotic energy. The kind of people like say Ginger was down to do that, even though he was one of the people. Like it was like in our game, like Ginger was down to like be beefing with Hugo eternally. In the last one, he like didn't kill Hugo off, but he was one of the people beefing.
I don't remember this game.
This was
Was
the
he
hardest
Mafia
game.
or?
Oh yeah, you were gone.
Oh, yeah,
you
you were
died.
dead.
night
Who
one.
was Mafia then?
It was Ginger.
Oh, okay.
But like,
Launch beef real fast.
And someone dressed
Yeah,
up
yeah,
as
yeah,
one.
exactly. I'm not trying to like do that, but they're asking about like the pattern
we
of
need
behavior
to
and that kind of
Anyone
stuff.
wanna
Yeah,
make a
I'm not
motion
actually
here?
making any sus. I have like 0 sus on anyone so
Well,
far.
if the game plan is to keep people beefing, I understand keeping people like maybe Ryan and Deeren who are throwing strays against each other, but why would you vote off somebody who's quiet? Why not somebody who people are feeling good about, a more vocal town? Because you're still creating that possible dissent while also getting rid of a mediator.
That's true.
Yeah, it was
So
like green
it makes no sense to me.
After
Ginger. After Ginger.
So I will say on top of all this, I do think that Mafia has other reasons why they would want to kill a quiet town. One, they're really, what's the word? They're not likely to be protected by the medic, which is one thing. And if you have one kill power, you definitely want your kill to go through. So a lot of times you don't pick a powerful person just so that you can guarantee a kill as Mafia. That's just something that hasn't been brought up yet.
I motion Nintendo.
That's fucked up. That's a stray.
Second.
I don't second
Oh,
whatsoever.
okay.
I just wanted to have the pillow.
Second, just to hear a defense.
Before going to bed.
Alright, so
Is that
you saw
terrible?
how
I
I
think it's
cracked
terrible.
yesterday.
Really?
I'm very cool and collected right now.
Can I withdraw?
Muscle Travel Liar, I'm telling you, I am
Yeah.
town.
Would you say cool and
Alright,
collected like a
alright.
killer is?
What did you notice?
I would not, if I was a killer, I would not be cool and collected at all.
Have you
You'd be a
noticed?
maniac.
What?
You'd be a maniac.
Not a maniac, but
Real nervous. What are your thoughts?
I'd be panicking.
What are your thoughts?
What are your
susses?
What are your thoughts on this?
So I don't have any susses, but I want to caution against clearing Toph too early, because nothing Toph has said has made me confident that he is town.
I withdraw my motion.
All right. Anything else?
That's all.
Do we get a night if this doesn't go through?
Let's do 1 minute
I
of
would
discussion
withdraw
after
it.
this.
Yeah.
Can I
No, we gotta vote.
Yeah, is there not just one about someone?
Alright, heads down.
Scar withdrew.
Oh, we withdrew.
Yeah, that was my motion.
Yeah, you can do his motion.
Yeah, I believe
like
in
another
that.
minute?
Does anyone have another motion? Cause I
I motion to kill Salami.
It's fucked up, man. What's your problem?
Okay, Salami, what's your defense?
I don't know. It's not really
I'm
much
gonna
to say.
I'm gonna count that as a motion, even though it got withdrawn. Just because we're at the end of the round here anyway.
Wait, what?
So this is gonna be, we're gonna go to bed after
Oh,
this
okay,
one.
it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go to bed after this one.
Okay. All I'll say is, I don't really have like an insane argument because the one for like maybe dying is like, okay, yeah, I can see why you think that. So like basically, I could just say, I am town. That's like my only argument. And if I do get voted off today, just remember, even if one person dies today, that could just mean the medic saved them, and there might still be 3 Mafia out there. So that's all I'll say.
Double tap.
That sounds like the most Mafia defense.
Yeah. Mikey, double
He's like trying to help out his bros.
Oh wait, that's true. That would help.
Alright, hey, let's
Yeah.
vote. Let's
That was
vote.
the
Let's
most
vote.
Mafia answer ever.
You said double tapping, not.
Double tapping is not allowed. Heads down. Heads down. Please raise your hand. Please raise your hand if you'd like to vote for Salami.
Oh my god. Wait, we're voting now, right?
Yeah.
Like I need you to make up your
I
mind.
just didn't hear it.
You're right.
Mango, is that yes?
It's a smoke
Okay.
machine, dude.
It's not even on.
That is enough. Nintendo is dead. Let's go.
Wait,
to
wait,
what?
Salami!
Hey, we make tech flips sometimes around here.
Who didn't vote? You didn't vote?
Yeah, keep your hands
Who
up.
didn't vote?
Those two didn't.
Niceys didn't vote?
How?
Sorry.
Wait, who did it?
You almost caught a string, Mike.
We're not voting for wobbling to get
Mike,
banned.
you both didn't vote.
One more time. Put your
Very
hands
lovely joke.
Thank you, thank you.
Almost as good as H-boxes
Don't
last
think about
night.
good wobbling. He made the
I
motion.
voted. I voted
So
for
literally everyone but the Icy's couch.
Ah.
Okay.
All right, that means they're town.
All right.
You need like
You're
5
dead.
friends.
Get out of here.
Fucking peanut
I
gallery.
can't believe I have to stand out another One Summit Mafia
Oh,
band.
that means they're town.
That
Alright,
puts us on you guys.
let's
automatically.
fucking go to bed. I'm tired of this bullshit.
Oh my god.
Heads down. Mike, put your fucking head down. Okay. Mafia, look at me. Please indicate who you'd like to kill. Thank you, Mafia. Investigator. Would you like to investigate? T for town, M for Mafia.
Mike, you wouldn't have to be stopping near the person who's being targeted every time.
No.
Right?
No. Thank you, investigator. Healer. Would you like to heal? Thank you, healer. Vigilante. Would you like to shoot? Thank you, Vigilante. All right. Daybreak.
Are we done? Yeah.
What happened?
Otto and Chill and Dude 829 are dead.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Cody. Huh.
You're gonna talk?
What do you for me?
Alright.
What do you for me?
I only have people I think are sus. And
What'd you say?
I only think a few people are sus. That's all I really got. I don't like Void. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't like Hugo. I don't like Shannon.
That's a lot of people.
And I don't like one of you.
Sonic, me and Toph?
Yeah, one of you.
You're not sure which.
Weird. Toph went from talking nonstop to not really contributing, and you're quiet. So I think one of you is off. Shannon also talked and hasn't said anything. I always think that's weird.
Thank you.
You haven't said anything. I think Nintendo's pretty town. I think most of us agree. We all got pretty town vibes.
I want to explain. Yeah.
So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone else who I didn't think was weird, I think they're town.
Okay, so I didn't vote for Salami because I think I got swindled by Toph one too many times playing Among Us last year, and I've just been a little sus of him because of that, and I just felt like I don't know, I felt like kind of taking the opportunity to find someone to get town to vote off might have been a little sus if he is Mafia. In retrospect, I'm not sure if that logic checks out because there was already sus on Salami, so it might have not been effort if those get him voted out now. But that was where my head was at least, so hopefully that explains things.
So I want to say that first, I feel okay with Salami just because his argument, he had a certain point where he said, just know if there's only one kill, it's because Medic probably saved it. It's like he's trying to help his future Mafia homies out when they only get one kill to like try to explain it off. That's why I ended up voting for him in the end. And I think that kill was really fucking weird for Mafia.
Yeah,
So
I
I
agree.
suspect that there's a vigilante possibility. And I'm just throwing that possibility out there. But I think it's very weird to kill him off when he had so much heat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't understand that play, to be honest. Could you explain that play, Vish?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That that kill seemed really silly because I think we were gonna vote Ryan off. Ryan off the next turn, this turn. So it kind of goes along with the narrative that the Mafia is not super well versed in playing Mafia because that first kill was also kind of weird. So it's probably people that are not well versed. The Chillin kill is also kind of weird. I don't know. Chillin wasn't like super vocal about anything, and Chillin wasn't like, I don't know, he wasn't like driving a narrative at all. So it's kind of two weird kills.
I would like to say we already talked about how there is inexperienced players, and I feel like going for a silly kill could also be a pro strat by a good Mafia. I don't know if anybody agrees with that, but I was like, that is a silly kill. Maybe it is a newer Mafia player. I mean, yeah, Mafia player, that's the game. Sorry, now I'm getting nervous and I'm shooting myself in the foot. Let me stop talking.
So I think that if you're going for weird kills, this actually weirdly kind of loops back to what Salam was talking about creating dissent. And at first it seems really weird, but now with those more two weird kills, who would benefit the most from dissent in this group? I'm not calling any susses, but the only thing based off after those kills that seems a little benefitory of it is how Mango called out like 6 people immediately afterwards. So now we have like nothing to go off of again because now there's like 6 susses out there. But that's very, very
I was asked what I felt.
cold.
That's what I felt.
Fair. Yeah, you didn't offer it yourself.
Yeah, actually related to that, I actually do feel pretty good about Mango, mostly because I've kind of had similar vibes from several of the people I named, namely Darren Bonfire.
Mafia.
I might also be thinking, who?
He bandwagoned on me yesterday too. I don't trust him.
Me?
Yes.
No, I'm saying I think I agree with you.
Yeah, but now you did that yesterday.
He's
too.
saying that you
That's exactly what he's saying.
I'm against
In which game?
when you were Mafia.
And you
First
won.
game.
And you just
Okay, well,
piggyback what I.
The point I wanted to make though was I do think this is a common strat. Hungrybox, the game that we were Mafia, did the same thing where he was like, okay, I know who it is. It's this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and like named a bunch of people. Actually, another person I think that has been kind of doing this that I want to hear more from is actually Bobby Scar. And the reason for that is I feel like a lot of the things you've brought up
It is piggybacking.
is you have kind of said, hey, I want to hear from this person who seems suspicious, but you haven't really contributed anything beyond that or responded to what they said. And usually I feel like with you there's a little bit more dialogue.
Sorry.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Interesting.
I think I was less saying to the people who I gave the pillow to, less that I think they were suspicious, and more that I feel like I understand, like I can get information from them when they talk. Does that make sense? To Hugo, I like to hear what he says because sometimes I can just tell when he's Mafia.
What did you think about what he said this round?
I have felt really good about how Hugo is behaving this this event, this Mafia game. However, I am a bit when anybody makes me feel good like that, I get worried that they're trying to play me. So that's actually not so good because it doesn't. I disinformate my own information.
I never played Scar.
You would play me. Yes, you would. I see how you play Vish. I'm watching you guys. I'm kind of watching. I'm feeling a little bit befuddled, to be honest. But I'll tell you, I don't like how you're playing either, Toph. What do you not like about it?
A couple on Toph.
I swear to God, okay, maybe this is messed up, and I think it might be messed up. But when you were saying, you just made a slight slip of words, which is unlike
When?
you. Your words are very, very tight
Just-
usually.
you
said
It's actually
something
not
like,
true. I slipped up
Literally
last
your
night.
job.
you said that you've been saying at the beginning of
But
each
you were
game, like,
Mafia.
I'm gonna move even if I'm Mafia.
I heard that slip up.
And
too. I heard that slip up.
when he slipped last night, he was Mafia. He
I
slipped
heard
until
That was
And
before we got the cards. That was before we got the
No,
cards.
you said it after. You said it
I
after.
only reason I'm saying this is because
No, you
I
said it
respect
after.
your commentary so much, and I hear your
Don't
words
bring
and
my
your-
commentary. Don't bring my commentary
Don't
into
make
this.
those.
I heard that slip up
I
too.
make-
I do.
I
I
slip
heard
up
it.
on the mic,
I
but
heard
Toph rarely slips up. I admire you for that. So I actually don't think that's not true.
Damn.
That you don't slip up.
No, I slipped
It
up.
has to be one of them.
I told you.
There's no chance.
I don't know if your ratio.
They never find like.
It has to be one of the two.
What do you mean by
guaranteed.
ratio?
It is one of the two.
He
It's
went
one of the two.
plus
It has to be one of the two.
L.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Plus.
so I'm getting full on town vibes from Scar. I've called you out when you've been Mafia before, like to a T. I know when you're acting like town and I know when you're acting like Mafia. This is town Scar. I feel totally fine about you. Toph, though, when getting accused by Mango, there was a slip up moment where he said, yesterday you were doing this thing, like you were agreeing with me and you were Mafia. He's like, no, but I'm agreeing with you. And then Mango's like, yeah, that's what I said. So it's like,
I'm
there was a
saying
lapse of
it's not
attention
piggybacking
because
if I
your-
actually
your
agree.
brain was busy working on other things.
No. What I'm saying is, I'm not. It's not piggybacking. I actually just agree. Like I actually do think.
No,
That's
you
not the
didn't say
point.
you agreed. You were saying, no, I'm saying I agree with you, as in, like, what are you saying, Mango?
No,
I'm saying,
that's what I'm. No, that's what I was saying. I just agree.
explain this
It's
to
not
me?
piggybacking.
Interesting.
Can I
explain
actually
this to
just think
Toph?
that those people
All
are
right,
suspicious?
so basically what happened was Mango said
And I can
you were.
explain further too.
Mango was like, you were agreeing with me, which I think is sus, and you were like, yeah, I am agreeing with you, as if it made you not sus. But that's exactly what he was pointing out as being sus.
No.
So it's like,
That
you
was
weren't paying attention to what
That
he
is
was saying.
definitely what Mango said.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with the premise, and I'm saying I'm not. It's not piggybacking. And I can expand on every single person that Mango.
Oh no, it was just you did it
indicated.
when you were Mafia yesterday.
Fair.
That's
Okay,
when
fair.
I'm going off.
That makes sense. I do agree that, in particular, there are certain people that are typically a lot more, I don't know, town leaders, I suppose, or like dialogue centric. I feel a lot better about Scar after you actually did have that dialogue with me. And then the other big one for me was Void. I think for Deer and Bonfire, just really quiet, haven't contributed much. Again, I always think in pretty much every Mafia game, there's always like one or two Mafia that are just quiet and they kind of like just coast the whole game. And I definitely feel like one of like Deer, Bonfire / maybe Shannon could be in that pile. But in particular, Void, I don't know. I'm getting like weird. I'm like forgetting you're there, which I usually don't.
Let's go 2 minutes also.
Okay. One of the big things that was weird. I've been trying to do the math, and the fact that there was only one Mafia kill on day one was just throwing my brain off. I think overall, town are in a good spot because we have like 4 days to work with. And with that being said, assuming medic misses, we can still get like really good chances on just trying to find out who we can kill like day by day.
When Void was Mafia, he also made the same kind of claim that, you know what, as town, we have a lot of time, there's
I
one
always
kill.
do this, Vish.
But that usually is not the case, right? Like,
No,
the
it
town,
is.
isn't the town supposed to kill?
That's what I said!
No,
I said we should kill day by day so we're safe.
No, you said the opposite.
No,
You said as town we're good because there was
what
one
happened?
kill.
I
on
said
night one,
the same
and we have
thing.
4 nights
No, I
more.
said the same thing, and everybody understood it differently, and I tried to clarify.
What did you guys get out of that? Because I feel like he was saying that we don't need to
I
kill,
don't think he
right?
was saying the same thing as yesterday.
Void's
Right, and he was Mafia
No,
yesterday.
I see what he's
Even in
saying.
town.
He
I'm just
wasn't,
saying you actually
Yeah, we have like a very good safety.
he wasn't implying that
Yeah.
we don't
The
have
only
to kill
person
anyone. He was only
I'm-
saying we just.
Yes. The only person I'm feeling
With
weird
the
about is
numbers we
Cody.
can kill and
That's
still.
about it.
Why?
Interesting.
Because Cody hasn't been doing much.
I feel like that's not true.
I agree with Void. I don't know.
I feel like
I
a lot of
haven't
what
talked
Cody
to her
said
about
has been to find out stuff from other people, which I think is fine. But I don't know too much about your own opinion.
He's supposed to say something, and I'll go.
I think Cody's Mafia or power roll, so I'm just leaving him alone for now. Because usually when people act like that, one or the other. So that's why he's in the back of my mind, but I don't know. I don't know what to do with him exactly. Also, don't let Toph just get away from this nonsense. That happens every time.
We can talk about me more if you want.
Oh, we will. You okay with it?
Let's go.
I'll say
Let's go,
something
Cody.
really quick and then I'll pass to Cody.
Okay, yeah, let's go Toph, Cody, and then Knight.
I do think that if the Vigi is alive, and in particular if the Vigi shot their shot, they should come out.
Interesting.
Just doing a lot of math. First 2 rounds was a lot more active. This round I'm doing a lot of math because I don't really know like this format. Like when's the best time to like ask people to come out? And so the entire time I've been looking around to see like how many people I'm going through just a bunch of different scenarios. So basically, if there was 1 kill tonight, again, math would say that it's probably likely that it's unlikely that the medic would save twice, like save correctly twice in a row. And so it's safe to assume that the person who voted off was Mafia where the Vigi used their shot, which is nice to know because it's Mafia gone. Alternatively, if there's 2 deaths, then we know for a fact that that's going to be a big problem. We should probably see if there are any power rolls available a lot sooner because we have to know who is town and try to vote someone else off that maybe was a little more suspicious. So I've just been doing that basically the entire round. To figure
And
out
that's why I think the Vigi claim would make sense here. For that exact reason.
Yeah.
Okay,
We should.
let's go to bed.
We're not voting?
Are we doing?
Does it need a motion?
Second.
Okay, yeah, Toph, defend.
Who motioned and who seconded?
Mego and
Thanks to
Deer.
us and Hugo seconded.
Yeah, we all kind of said it at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
My defense is that, yeah, I legitimately just agreed with most of the susses Manga threw out. And you can call that piggybacking, but no, I just thought that, yeah, it is pretty much some combination of most of those people.
Okay, alright, heads down. We have 13 people left. We would need 7 votes to kill Toph. Please raise your hand if you would like to kill Toph. Alright, heads up, that is enough. Keep your hands up, that is 8 votes.
Interesting score.
And we'll go tonight, unless anyone wants to see votes more. Okay, cool. Mafia, who would you like to kill? Thank you, Mafia. Investigator, who would you like to investigate? Thank you, Investigator. Healer, who would you like to heal? Thank you, Healer. Vigilante, would you like to shoot? Thank you, Vigilante. Okay, Daybreak. Nintendude and IBDW are dead.
Can I get the Pikachu?
Yeah, go.
So, 2 things I noticed at the very beginning of the game, when Ryan kind of randomly accused Deer, it was very quickly defensive, combative, that was a stray. But there was also nothing to go on, so it was a stray. Got very defensive quickly to defend himself. He got accused again later, and he hadn't said anything. There was reason to be sus, and he has not once, like, kind of made himself get an opportunity to defend himself, which I think is
put
weird.
my hand up so many times. I want to say checking Carlos. Just.
Alright, Deer, I'm
We
sorry,
didn't
man.
force it.
Alright, I looked at Deer and I didn't say anything, and you were just like, I'm town. I just looked.
Actually, town. I've been trying to contribute. My read on Toph or my sus on Toph was because a couple games ago, or rather the last game I played with him, he did try and take a town position, tried to take lead on the town, but he was also Mafia. I do think I have tried to speak throughout this. I just don't have any more good susses or anything like that. I am town.
How do you feel about your contribution so far?
I honestly haven't given anything too insightful or helpful. The skirmish I had with the Ices, Ryan earlier. With Ryan earlier, I think that was unproductive towards everything here and ended up distracting us because he was
you've been pretty much a negative.
Yeah, I don't think I've been very helpful, unfortunately.
I just want to point out really quickly, Toph died and there were still 2 kills. That means either Vigi killed or Toph was good.
We probably fucked up.
So if Vigi,
We fucked up 2 times.
If
That means
someone's
it was
Vigi, they
Scar.
should come out.
If it wasn't Toph, it was Scar.
No.
Okay, so
Yeah, we
I
fucked up
wanted to
2
point that.
times.
Also,
Basically,
I also wanted to say
No,
about
that
Deer
was
early, like really early on. He asked like, so like, do you guys think it's okay, like, it'd be a good idea to reveal roles as that? And it's like, that's kind of like really cheap way to just be like, get information as Mafia. I don't know how experienced
definitely.
you are in terms of if you'd make that mistake, or, but
It is a misplay, I would agree with that.
Although Shannon, Hugo.
I just felt as though it was a little weird that so many people voted for Toph. I feel like the experienced players, yeah, you guys have played with him. Like Mango, I felt was okay. Deer, I felt you were a little weird voting for Toph, no offense. But like, I watched Toph play a lot. I didn't vote for him because I felt like he was getting a little riled up in a way that he didn't want to be killed, not that he was Mafia. And clearly, I think we fucked up. Not me though, because I didn't vote for him. But I think a lot of people voted for him, and there are a lot of Mafia left. I'm assuming all of them.
All of them.
So I think there were a lot of votes because Mafia all went.
so who
let's
didn't
kill
vote?
Toph.
Who didn't vote for him?
I didn't, and Cody didn't.
Scar did it. Okay.
Bobby, you didn't?
No. Yeah, about
Fine.
Alright, just want to point it out, a little weird that Void, Mango, and Ginger are still alive. They're typically people that either Mafia targets or they're Mafia themselves. Just pointing it out.
I do think one of us is Mafia.
One of you three, I
Go
think.
Bobby,
I've been on
Bobby
Void.
next, and then
Ginger has this objection.
Okay, that's cool.
Fine. So, a couple things here. Initially, I felt pretty good about Toph. I was actually pretty vocal about that. But as I heard more of the reasons why people were suspect of him, it seemed to make a lot of sense. The slip up that he made, the way that he was trying to control town, all that sort of stuff. So I thought that he was taking a leadership role, and that seemed really good to me. But in the end, it really seemed to me like that was a Mafia deception play. But I'm curious because you felt so bad about him the entire time, and then you were like one of the only people that didn't vote, which just didn't calculate in my brain. Because actually your discussion with him was one of the reasons which actually made me vote him off. So I'd like you to explain if you could.
Well, I just felt like at the end of the day, I felt like it was town, and I was hoping that there wouldn't be enough hands up for him to die. That's the honest reasoning.
Was there something they said that got through to you at that point?
It was
or-
just based on me knowing Toph.
Okay.
I feel like he was getting a bit frustrated. I don't know. I just had a feeling. But here's the situation. Did I get the count right? There's 14 people, 3 are Mafia, which means there's 11 town. It's gonna be 2
There are
kills.
10 people left in the game.
All right, 10 left.
10.
10 left, which means 7 town, 3 Mafia. 2 people are gonna
We
die
need to do
each
something
night.
tonight.
Two people are gonna die each night. And I don't feel like we've got much to go on at all, which is not good.
We might need comp to.
So I feel like at the end of the day,
Yeah.
for
We need
me
more
to
players.
make any sense of this game, the only people who I really want to, I want to know if they're town are like Hugo, Avery, and Mango. Like I feel like if we need 2 confirmed town to start having a conversation at a certain point. And we have 0 confirmed town to my
I'm feeling
knowledge.
pretty good about Bobby the more and more he talks. Yeah.
been
So,
about
the only reason I really
That's what I'm saying. In addition to me, we need 1 more at least for us to start making sense of stuff.
Is so that I can hear Mango talk, and I also think that this is a good time for power roll reveals if we do have any.
We need something.
Because this is a desperate spot for us.
Mhm. We listen
And I
to
think that Mango has been extra quiet this game, which is why.
Yeah, extra
the
quiet.
Pikachu.
I think I agreed with Ginger, me, or Void. Me and Ginger, when we're talking right now, Void didn't ask for Pikachu or anything. He's been weirdly quiet. So out of us 2, I trust Ginger. I'm still on team you. I don't like any of you. Vish has been weird, but if I had to go, those are my 3 main susses. I got nothing on Scar.
Wait, what about Deer?
I don't like Deer.
He doesn't.
Okay, I was
Just
that
as a
was part
person.
of your sus.
No, sorry. Cannon.
Are you town, Mango? Are you lying to me?
I'm down.
Are you lying to me?
No.
I don't know if that makes
What
me
about
feel
Hugo?
better.
Is he lying to me?
I can't tell Hugo, but I think Hugo might be down.
Look at Hugo and tell me. Hugo, tell me, is Mango lying to me?
I don't think he's lying to you. I don't fully feel it.
Who do you think is lying?
You don't think Mango's? If you don't think Mango's lying,
I don't fully think he's lying to you. I'm not 100%.
what do you think about Hugo?
I know you're not lying to me.
I like Hugo. I told the main people I'm on Void. That group of 4 I don't like. Everyone else I think is pretty town, and that's where I'm at. I know I'm town.
Okay, the easy vote is Deer because he hasn't been talking much, but I feel like we need to be better about who we should.
I think an easier vote is one of the people that shouldn't be alive right now, which is going to be between Ginger and Void. I'm still feeling better about Mango, but I think that's an easier vote. That's kind of a wild card, but I also feel he is eventually.
Yeah, I guess with more numbers, he'd be the easy vote, but I don't think we have the time to vote out.
Okay. What I was gonna say is that I think Void has been oddly quiet, and I think I'm still a little bit sus because of what happened that previous round. It seemed like he played exactly the same way that he played when he was Mafia and tried to get people to not kill. And then I still have a little inkling against Deer because I looked at him and then he just said I'm town. So, but I do agree with that. You know, if Void is alive and so quiet this far into the game, that is pretty dangerous. And so it might be worth just getting the kill for that reason alone.
And there's no.
Fish, what do you think about Hugo?
Are there any?
I think Hugo's okay. I think the fact that Hugo sussed me in a weird way makes me feel oddly okay about him. Because I feel like if he was Mafia, I'm like an easy person to get on his side.
So you think that Hugo's town?
I think Hugo's okay in a weird way. I don't know
You just keep saying he's okay.
I think he's town, yeah. I think he's town, yeah. But I'm not 100%. I'm just going off the fact that I feel like he would try to get me on his side if he was Mafia. You know?
Okay. So, I agree. One of us 3 should die. I'm between me and you.
Why me?
I feel like if you're Mafia, you can control the game way better than I can, and I feel like that's pretty dangerous. But
So one of us has to go.
I think one of us has to go.
That's fine.
But
Do him, and then if it's 2 kills, don't do me.
What if we flip the coin?
With that being said, I think at least for my own susses, I think Shannon. I think it's weird that 5 people are dying and Shannon hasn't yet. I think that's pretty weird. And then
I haven't been quiet though. It's like my first real game, and I feel like I'm doing okay for my first real game. I'm trying.
And then Deer. Sorry, man. I don't like it when people get pressured and they like immediately bounce back. I feel like that happened day 1. I feel like you've kind of been laying low a little bit ever since. Only unless people are putting pressure on you. So those are the 2 people that I would go on.
Do we have any motions?
Wait.
It's been 2 minutes.
Void picked 2 of the 3 people that I had picked, which I think is weird. He didn't pick you, so maybe he's defending you. I don't know.
No.
But he also just went off 2 of the 3 people
I think
that I
Fish and Trey are
sussed,
fine.
which I think is weird.
I think they have reason to
But
be
you went
suspicious.
off, I sussed 4 people when you picked.
You sussed half the group.
No, and I changed it to you 2.
Yeah.
And then
But I think they're also valid.
exactly. See, you sussed 2 other 3 people.
Avery, who do you think we should? Avery wanted to talk to
Avery.
you.
I want to say that I hate playing games of Mafia. I really
Nobody
do.
likes
I hate
it.
I hate playing games of Mafia where quiet people just sit around the entire game, somehow
Avoid
live
quiet.
really long.
So why don't you motion?
Leave Deer alone,
I
right?
motion for Deer then. Is
Wait,
because
what did you want to hear?
If you,
But
if
I
you really
thought
wanted
the
to
difference
die,
between those
you
two.
want to
That's
get
really
Void?
how
Yeah, I wanted to
well,
hear.
what if it's Mafia who's misdirecting you? I don't know.
I don't feel like I'm being
I vote
misdirected. I
Void.
feel
I'll
very suspicious
second
of Deer
Void.
myself.
You
Okay,
Here.
Void defense,
Second
Void
Void.
defense,
Who
Void
motioned and
defense.
seconded?
Stop talking.
He
Void
motioned and then I
defense.
seconded.
I'm on
Let's
these
do
2.
that.
And I'm down the
Oh, do we get an extra minute after this, or are we going?
If you live. If you
Fuck.
live,
Let's
you
let's
live.
do another. Let's do another minute after this. If you
Okay.
live. Yeah.
For sure, I think sus people, Shannon and Deer, to me. I think Vish and Trey, to me, they're like super good town. I think you guys have been doing really good, and I'll just go with what they would say. For the most part, I like to use time, but I also think me and Mango should die. So it's just the way the cookie crumbles.
So as we mentioned before, we have 10 people in the game. That means we will need 6 votes to kill Void. Heads down, please. Please raise your hand if you would like to kill Void. Heads up, that is everyone but Ginger. And we will go to night. Let me get up off of this couch here, Mafia. Mafia, who would you like to kill this evening? you, Mafia. Investigator. Who would you like to investigate? Thank you, Investigator. Healer. Who would you like to heal? Thank you, Healer. Vigilante. Would you like to shoot? Thanks, Vigilante. All right, good morning. Good morning, everyone except Fish.
Wow.
I was right.
How did it go?
So, obviously, I was the one person that didn't vote for Void. Just to be clear about that, he confirmed right before the vote happened that there would be a minute of deliberation after that he had been voted if he didn't get voted off. And I thought that would be useful because very obviously I want you dead. And I'm pretty sure that other people do too. So I was considering that at least we could play a game where people are deliberating and talking through things instead of Quiet Mafia winning the game. So I didn't know how people really felt about Void. It seemed like we had to kill somebody, and in my opinion, it would have been better to kill Deer. So that was my reasoning on not voting.
Do we want to actually, real quick before we talk more, have you move like there and you move here, just so we can.
Where should I move? Can't see.
Like just over on this
The hot
side,
seat
so we
right
can
here.
like start getting everyone.
Why did you open up by sharing why you didn't, why did you share that just now?
I just figured it would be a topic
So-
of discussion at some point.
Void had to have been Mafia, right?
100%.
You guys believe me now?
Double tap, not allowed.
And no
Or do you think I,
colonies
as a
are left, I
Mafia, would
believe.
kill my Mafia?
Unless
I believe
Medic is live, but they
Yeah.
talk.
And
Yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
also point out. Wait, go ahead.
So, we were right, I think, as a. I think Ginger's good, unless me, Ginger, and Void are Mafia, which would be sick nasty, but I don't think that's the play, so we're good. I don't like. He just picked two of the people, and then he didn't sus you, which I thought was weird. And if he is Mafia, I think there's something there. Trying to save his Mafia's back. I don't know. I don't know if we dig too deep in that. And then you were the quiet one. So I want pressure on you two.
Sure.
And I think that's where I'm at in the game.
But real quick, I just want us to really focus on who was adamant about getting rid of Void, because I think it just makes it very clear who we can trust. That would be Mango. That'd be Scar. I'm not 100% on Mango yet, but just because like you also play that big power role, and it might make sense for you to like just throw someone down like under the bus and then you survive. But I still think you're fine. Like I'm not that bad on it, but quiet people are definitely going to be the big susses who weren't adamant about Void.
I'm fully getting scapegoated right now. Like
You haven't said anything either, so it's like.
Yeah, I know. I am down. Town is
Can I
fucked.
tell you how you're reacting? People are trying to tell you this. You are defending yourself too much.
Okay, yeah, I'm playing a really
You need
bad
to calm
town.
down. There's not that much heat. You are being quiet, but stop talking about yourself being quiet. Just watch what other people are
On them
doing
too.
and help us.
Okay.
Seriously,
Okay.
you will be a better town that way.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want to say that I was like not feeling Void as Mafia for like a majority of the time, but then he like really went hard on me, which I thought was very odd, and didn't say anything about me until Mango sussed me out. And I don't know, the last time he said me was like very aggressive, and I was like, no, goodbye, leave me alone.
Kind of going off of what Mango said and what you just said, if you have two people who are fighting and it kind of comes down to Mango or Void, we really think one of them is it makes sense rather than trying to put it on Mango to go to the people who Mango also thinks, because then you have two good players. It's like it could be one of them, but they both think it could be one of this group of people also. So it's since they both agree, that's an easier target. And then potentially swapping out the last person, like you mentioned, he didn't mention Tori, but then did mention Shannon, could have been a way to keep the same numbers but kind of deflect off another potential Mafia.
Yeah. I think that Shannon and Scar are the most likely to be town, just because like of the assured information we have, it was that Toph was good and that they're the only people who did not vote for Toph. And I think that's strange. If the majority of people are voting and most of town are still voting, there's like Mafia are probably voting for that. And then let's see, after when Void was giving his like, he was asked to defend himself and like kind of just said a bunch of nothing. It was like, I feel good about town. I think we're in a good spot. So it was like just not information. So that's why I was like kind of fine with him just being voted off. And I think that Deer is also sus, but we're both quiet, so we're probably both gonna get voted.
Who did Void say was good
Wait,
town?
You kind of just did the same thing Void did, though. You didn't really say anything about
I'm
yourself. You just
telling
recounted.
you.
You just kind of recounted
I'm
events,
telling
just like Void did.
You just said like defending yourself. Is,
Yeah,
like,
and you
not-
didn't talk
want
about yourself.
information. I said I think those two are good and they're the
Yeah,
most
that was, I think,
trustworthy.
the
I think
point.
that
Yeah,
Deer and I are
okay.
both gonna get voted. I think that's good because I think that he's Mafia, and it's fine if it's down to 1 kill power.
But
to kill
killing
both of
you,
us.
if your town isn't good, we lose.
But we know
Very
that it's down to
close.
2 Mafia,
We have
and that
two Mafia
killing
for
both of
sure.
us is
Fair,
perfectly
okay.
fine.
Yeah.
So I think that's fine.
So I'm very certain
Definitely a
of
thing.
you, but you. Those are my hard reads.
Not Ginger.
Ginger's good. I for now. But that's
How about Hugo?
I think everyone else's town is fucked.
Hugo, what do you think about Mango?
And that's
I'm
where I'm
leaning
at,
hard.
barring something
What's
else.
that Mango?
You and this
Shannon,
triangle
Hugo?
guy.
I've
Shannon,
seen
Deer.
him.
No, me.
Oh, Deer. Okay, got
He'd
it.
be the last.
Mix of that, I pretty much town as fuck on everybody else.
Who do you trust?
So that's where I'm at in the world.
Not Shannon, not Ginger. Trey could either be amazing
Ginger,
town
who do
or
you trust?
amazing
You ever
Mafia,
watch the
but I feel
stream?
pretty good about him. I don't trust Tori, and I don't trust.
This guy doesn't even have a Pikachu.
Sorry, no, he asked.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've been asking Cyborg.
Hey, that's my bad.
I feel very good about Mango. I feel very good about Trey, actually. I feel like Trey has actually been one of the most thoughtful and productive
Yeah.
members of the
Yeah,
team.
he's been
so
putting in
far.
work.
Yeah, Trey's doing really well.
I'm Team Trey.
I don't feel so good about Bonfire, but Deer is still my number 1 suspect.
We all hate Deer.
And me.
That's where we're at right now.
Shannon, despite you being quiet this game, I actually think that your demeanor is collected, which I think is useful, at least
You
in
know me as a
confirming.
Why is
person.
Bitch dead?
I'm a very anxious person.
I don't know.
feel
Yeah,
like I'd be
they've just
fucking up
killed
way
quiet people.
more.
They're weird. They've been weird mafia kills.
Anyway, that's what I got. Oh, last thing I wanted to say while I had the Pikachu is that if we have power rolls, just being clear, it's likely a good idea. Unless there's a medic who hasn't gotten a single save yet or something like that, that might not be valuable, but to like keep yourself alive.
2 minutes.
Shane, you
Anyone
want
wonder?
Those are my 2
I'm
people I'm
not
not
claiming
switching.
a role. I don't know if this like is important to say, but I feel like if nobody else is, Cody definitely was, because he was. We were like weary of him being like either a power role or
And he said
Mafia.
like, "Oh, I'm doing the math in my head. I'm figuring it out."
Yeah, and like he was really weird at the beginning, and I think he was definitely an important role, and we killed him, and nobody else is speaking up. I don't know. If
I'm assuming we have none left.
Yeah.
It feels that way.
What do you mean we killed him?
Interesting.
I mean, I really didn't mean me,
I didn't wanna kill
literally,
Void.
but
I called
that's
Void
fine.
like 2
I
times
get it.
before.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I understand. You can say that.
Alright, let's kill somebody.
I motion
Deer at this
Tori.
point.
I second.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
Tori.
We don't
Defense.
want Deer first. Okay.
I think as long as you kill Deer after, either order doesn't really matter. I think we're both just dead.
Wait, you want a target painted on?
Huh?
You want a
Deer
target
after.
painted on Deer?
Yep. I'm
We'll
again
carry
from
that
like the
out
very
for you.
first round when he was like, "Oh, does anyone have any rolls?" I'm like, "That's really weird."
I'm
And
sure
he was
we'll
quiet
figure
after.
that out.
That's all. I think we kill both of us. I'm fine with that.
Give me Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Alright. Heads down. Raise your hand if you would like to vote for Bonfire 10. Heads up, that's everyone but Deer. And Bonfire 10 is dead.
What? You're a psycho. You're the worst town. Or I can't tell. We'll get back to you in the daytime.
Alright, thanks. Okay, heads down, everyone. Heads down. Mafia, who would you like to kill tonight? Thank you, Mafia. Investigator, who would you like to investigate? Thank you, Investigator. Healer, who would you like to heal? Thank you, Healer. Vigilante. Would you like to shoot? Okay. Thank you, Vigilante. Good morning, everyone. It's garbage time. Trey the Trash Man is dead.
So we were right about him.
Yep.
Kevin.
Here you go.
I think there's only one Mafia left. I'm feeling pretty good. Deer's shit Mafia or shit town. I'm still with Shannon. I don't like Shannon. I haven't since the beginning. I can't be convinced otherwise unless you guys tell me some shit. I'm town as fuck. I feel like I've gained most of your trust. Like I said, I like everybody else. That's my read. I'm down to be persuaded otherwise, but that's literally where I'm at right now.
The main reason I didn't vote for Tori is because, I mean, I know she's town as fuck, especially if she's saying that, like, then just kill Deer after, because, yeah, we're gonna lose then as town. Or straight up.
I'm 90% sure that Deer's bad town.
He's bad town
or terrible Mafia?
I'm bad town.
I'm actually 99% sure.
I feel a little weird about Shannon because
I'm
of the fact that she
99%
said
sure.
she's gonna be very nervous.
So then
but
if
she's
you don't
actually
think it's
very
him, I think it's
good.
him.
You're
I'm
being very,
99%
very
sure.
good.
Yeah,
so maybe you're
that's
just trying
Shannon.
hard Mafia.
Let's go Shannon.
Like, you could be try hard Mafia.
I think he's bad town.
If you think Ginger's good and we think Hugo's good, but go ahead.
Hi. I was actually curious about your thought process about what Bonfire was saying before she died, because I could tell that you were processing some information.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you also said, I'm sure we'll carry that through, right?
Yeah, I
like,
did,
oh yeah,
yeah.
we'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
But what I imagine what was going through your head is that you were very suspicious of Bonfire, and then you were like, well, if she's suspect of somebody, like, you know, why would we vote that person out? But then Deer didn't vote. Shit got very weird.
I think he's terrible town.
I also
And for
think that
Deer's,
this entire
I saw Deer's eyebrows go up in a very human way that was like.
I saw that
she's-
too.
I didn't see the eyebrows.
He said like she's town.
He can't.
It just felt like something that.
They were
I hear you. Anyway,
genuine eyebrows.
on top of that, I think, Deer, I don't know how not to be suspicious of you.
You've made yourself the most
Scar,
suspicious creature.
Scar described you earlier as a net negative, which might
It sucks. You like motion kill toes. Yeah, you definitely have been.
Deer's your
really
Twitter
sucks.
bio.
It
Net
sucks.
negative.
You actually characterize your own play.
Like
as
this is
negative.
why I wanted to vote. Like, I'm so sorry. This is a game, but I wanted
but
to
like
vote
at
you off
this
earlier.
point-
He's worthless. Yes.
At this
point,
point,
it
I
sucks.
We
still
get it.
consider you worthless.
But
To
we're
be
at the point
honest,
where
it's a-
every town
it's a
is
game.
valuable now because it's possible.
In the game.
There's 6 of us
Worthless.
In the game.
and 2 Mafia
Yes.
right now.
Worthless.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is that like you're still my prime target unless we figure somebody out if we feel really bad about them. And I was gonna say that I feel second worst about Hugo.
That's interesting.
I don't know if it's because I was just in the beanbag chair, I couldn't see him the whole time, but I also feel like you've been decently quiet and less prodded throughout the game.
I don't think so. I
Do you
was
think that
throwing,
you've
I was throwing out
asked for the
susses
feature?
on Vish. I was throwing out susses on Void. I've been active.
When
about it.
asked and people
And then
passed you the feature, you had a
Also
discussion about
Shannon's
it.
speech about the we. Like I was also on her. Bonfire. I have not been quiet.
About
That's
the
absolutely
we?
absurd. No, the we.
I didn't say
When
that
you said
you'd
we
been quiet, I said that you didn't talk in less
I
provoked.
think I am Mafia.
But I wasn't with her, and I wasn't provoked by Void. They weren't on me. I've been about it. I've been talking about it.
I mean, like
I'm
everybody at
hella-
this point in
I-
the game has had
No.
said
Okay,
words.
so here, pass it, please. Okay, so here's who I feel good about, right? I feel good about Scar, 100%. I feel very good about Mango at this point. I'm understanding the Bad Town vibes, right? Fine. But I think this is easy if we just go like Shannon, Kevin, not in that order, but Bam, and then you are my next person just because you're still alive. You know how to play this game as Mafia. You're still alive. I don't know why you're still alive.
We take out Shannon.
I think Shannon.
I think we take out
I'm team
Shannon.
hate Shannon.
Yeah. I don't know why you're
You
putting it
don't
on me
like
though, because I've
I hate
definitely
it.
been.
I'd rather
productive
take out
about
Shannon than
calling-
Deer.
Like Void didn't attack me. I was just on Void.
I think
Vish
he's just
didn't
bad
attack
town.
me.
I
I've
think
been
outside of Shannon and Deer, I think you've easily been
and
the quietest
Vish
person
and
I've ever
Void,
seen.
I've been active about who I've approached, and I was on
I don't
on
feel
Toph
great
as
about
well.
you, though.
I was
Thank you.
They haven't been prodding me for this information. I come out and I talk about Toph. I come out
People
and I
would
talk.
have asked you absolutely how you feel about people, and then you give your
Scar
thoughts.
does sometimes, but no, no, you're gaslighting me. Bro.
I feel
no.
worse than
I
I'm
know
doing that.
I've been talking about publicly without people asking me directly. I know I have. You're doing the whole gaslighting thing because you're Mafia. You're doing the whole like you're trying to trip me up.
No, absolutely not. These are my feelings. Like I said, I don't know if it's because I was sitting on the beanbag and couldn't see you, but
I think if Avery's Mafia, he's good. And he played me for now. But I'll get back to him. Avery's good in my book. Unless we're assuming that it was Void. So, unless we had 2 out of 3 right from that point. Just quiet people. But I've liked Avery.
I have the Pikachu. So I would like to say that if you guys were talking about killing me, if you want to do that, as long as you do deer after me, I know you guys keep saying the bad mafia, the bad town thing, but I don't know.
Who do you trust the most, Shannon?
You two and Avery. I was trusting Hugo until this little spat happened over here. Now you're getting a little emotional.
In what order would you say you trust me, Mango, and Avery? Ish.
Mango, you, and then Avery, but like it's pretty close. Like between you, like Mango is number one, and then you guys are like pretty close.
How about you, Avery? Who do you trust the most right now?
Out of anybody?
Yeah.
I feel the best about Mango, I think. One thing that was weird to me is I thought that you were being really quiet at the beginning of the game. I actually assumed that you were a power roll.
What
I
about
thought that
number
you
two?
and Cody were power rolls. That's why you brought up like, hey, he's maybe just quiet because of power rolls or whatever. But as the game progressed, I think that you have been very, very productive.
Who do you trust second most?
Probably you. I think that you've been productive throughout the game and also led
Who do
us
you
to
trust
some
third
good
most?
places. Shannon.
How bad would it be if we killed you tonight?
How bad would it be?
If we lynched you?
Why?
I'm curious.
How bad would that be for town?
Well, thinking about the numbers, it would probably be okay because we'd at least have another night.
Mm-hmm.
But
So are you okay if we killed you tonight?
I wouldn't be okay with it because I'm a town member. I don't want to be voted off.
You sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
About which part?
Being town and knowing that we have a night after this. So no matter who we vote off, it'll still be good.
2 minutes.
What are you?
But anyway,
are
I
you
feel
sensitive now?
so that's about Shannon after that because I really
Let's get
do believe
Shannon.
that you've been composed.
And then let's. I'm with you to the end, Scar.
So wait, can
One
you,
of us-
You lying to me?
Mango,
I will be with you to the end.
can you tell me why do you feel bad about Shannon? Because I might need to be convinced, but she has been quiet.
She's been quiet. She did the whole thing. She just barely decided to look me in the eyes for the first time this game a little while
I'm
ago.
sorry.
As she claimed me to be the most trusted in town after I've been on her.
I
all
actually
game.
have looked you in the eye more than once.
I've been on Shannon for like 5 turns and she really hasn't
I'll never trust you
refused
again.
it or like.
I'm okay with that.
And now she's saying I'm like her most trusted town.
Okay.
It's a little weird
You're
to me.
everybody's most trusted town because
So who
you're
should we
doing
take
a
out?
good job as town.
And she's sucking up to me. She knows I like that.
No. I
Both
mean,
doing it on me. They're
it's
defending each other.
fine.
I just hate that you're here.
Yeah.
You have brought nothing to this sucker.
We just got Deer just needs to be a rock.
Go sit over there. Go sit over there. You're part of the game.
Hey, let's relax.
It would help me.
I gotta stand up for
Are we
Deer
gonna
here.
motion?
I'm sorry. This
I'm gonna stand in the corner.
is crossing a boundary here. It
I'm
seems
killing
like.
Shannon.
Shannon?
Do I
I'm
get
okay with
my
Shannon or
green?
Ginger.
Was there a
What do you think,
motion?
Ginger? You
Let's
down?
figure
Sorry,
that out
I didn't hear.
I'll vote Shannon.
Next time.
You think you or
That's not
Shannon?
proof of it.
You pick.
Mafia always says fair enough.
I mean, out of that, I'd pick Shannon.
I nominate.
Why? How did he get roped into this?
I nominate
Second.
Shannon.
Okay, Shannon defends.
Oh, okay. I really, and now I'm gonna start to seem sus, which is fine. You can kill me. I know everybody does this whole thing, but I really don't understand why you guys suddenly went, oh, I think Deer's just a bad town, because he started getting very up my patootie, and I didn't like that, and he's made all the wrong choices that would point to him as Mafia, and I think it's a little weird that you guys are suddenly trusting him and just saying
We're not
he's
trusting. We're just ignoring him.
Yeah, we're also
well,
disagreeing.
He's not gonna hold her down as
Shannon's
Mafia.
defense,
Leader.
Shannon's
Well, then,
defense,
I
Shannon's
don't know
defense.
why I'm going first, but it's fine, because I'm down, and that's fine.
That's a great defense. Thank you.
All right, heads down, everyone.
Do I have to put my head down?
Whatever. You will need 4 votes to kill Shannon Dorf. Raise your hand. That is unanimous. All right.
Good
Go
luck,
to
guys.
bed. Shannon Dorf is the player's choice to die. Available now in the Smash Summer 12 shop. That's right. BTS.gg/shop.
What camera am I? BTS.gg/shop.
All right. Anyway, sorry. Had to get that. In. Mafia. Mafia. Who would you like to kill? Mafia. Investigator. Who would you like to investigate? Thanks, Investigator. Healer. Who would you like to heal tonight? Thank you, Healer. Vigilante. Would you like to shoot? Thanks, Vig. All right, Daybreak. Nobody is dead.
Ooh, medic.
Medic's still alive?
No way.
That's
wild.
hype.
That's fucking wild. That's crazy.
That's
Who the
broken
fuck
at
is
this
medic
point in the
then?
game.
Can Mafia not kill?
What?
Can they choose not to kill?
No, they have to kill.
They have to kill.
Yeah.
So our
So who
medic's
was it?
alive.
Wait, is it good to come out? It would be.
I don't see why
okay,
not.
Yeah, I don't see why not either.
Okay.
Is it
Because
Hugo?
this no, it's not me.
So it's one of you. Is it dumbass or the homie?
Call me dumb.
Wow!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Come on!
So is it you?
It's not me.
So you're the medic.
It's not me.
What?
What?
That makes sense. That's not possible. Is it you?
It's not me.
It's not me.
It's not me.
It's one of these two. I don't
It's not
understand
me.
holding it in. The only dumb thing would for
Sorry,
someone to.
it's me. It's me.
Okay, there we go.
So Ginger's Mafia. Ginger's Mafia.
Ginger's Mafia?
Wait, why would I be
Wait,
Mafia?
Because Mango had no idea who saved themselves. You had no idea who saved themselves. Deer's not fucking medic.
Yeah.
I knew it's.
And I was going after. I cracked the case. Avery
I
knows
think
I'm
it's.
on it.
I think it's
Why,
Ginger.
why would I know? I didn't know.
No,
I think it's
who would based on last round? Who would want to kill me? You.
I don't know. You're
you
one
said
of the
the
most.
answer is you.
You're
You're
one of the
saying you
most
saved
confirmed
yourself.
town.
Yeah.
I saved Mango last round.
Because you were the most guaranteed town.
So you saved me
I
last
said that
round.
I felt best about Mango out of anybody.
Oh, I know what you said. I've been paying close attention, Ginger.
But do you think that was just a lie?
No, I don't.
Then
So I
why would
think-
they kill Mango?
So
Do you-
Stars
I
medic.
think that
No, you
most
tried to
people
kill
felt
me.
best about Mango.
You tried to kill me. You tried to kill
If
Mango.
I was Mafia,
you
I
never
would've
tried to kill Mango.
Mango.
No, you.
Motion
tried to
Ginger?
kill me.
Wait, hold on. So I think you're medic. Cause
I mean, it has
Unless
to be
Deer tried
duh.
to kill. Unless you think it's Deer.
we'll come to him later.
Basically, I'm medic. You know the whole game. I've been like, is Mango lying to me? Is Hugo lying? So you guys, I've been like, really trying
So
to
then,
figure out.
I was
I'm pretty
wrong
sure
about
Deer's
Shannon.
Bad town. I'm pretty sure, dude.
Go ahead.
All right. I've been with you all game.
But it could have been Shannon and Ginger. See,
part of-
I was not convinced that it was Bonfire.
Bonfire.
I was not convinced,
me
but I
neither.
was convinced it was Void. Ginger did not vote to kill Void.
It's guaranteed.
I explained
because
why I
we
didn't think
we
it
came
was.
down
But
to
it
one
was
You
vote
did
once
explain,
you
but
did.
I'm just saying
It
it,
was
just
Void.
connects you. It's a tiny bit of evidence.
I
I wouldn't
understand.
build the whole case
So
off of it, but
I'm
the whole
Team
case
Ginger.
is built. Yeah.
100%. And then also, like, I'm not so sure that it was Bonfire. I'm thinking we were still dealing with two. I do think Shannon was Mafia because as soon as I started talking about Shannon possibly being Mafia, he switched it to me and he hadn't sussed me whatsoever the whole game. And then just started, like, hammering on me because you were still asking me, and it'd be cool if he got somebody that we could all unite, buy, and, like, get rid of.
So we're set on Ginger.
Because you guys are set,
I had
so
the
he's not going to
Pikachu
tap
and
on
I
you
was
guys.
talking and I said that my prime sus.
You're gonna have to convince
was
this
Deer.
couch, Ginger.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Get to
I
work.
still don't understand the logic of
Yeah,
why
you just
you
keep
know
doing
it's
it.
me.
You don't. I don't know that it's you.
Just keep doing what
I'm
you're doing.
90% sure that it's you.
I think that you're probably one of the best feeling people that was within the game the entire time. I could not see a reason why
Why do you guys
nobody
beef?
would want to kill you.
Oh, 'cause you guys are just
imagine
talking.
Hugo's Mafia.
Basically, what you
Do
have to
I?
convince me is that Mango or so why would any of them have tried to kill me? Because Mafia last night,
So-
I know for a fact tried to kill me.
This is perfect. So Hugo and I
And I
already
live to
don't
talk
agree.
about it.
So Hugo and I already don't agree, and one of us, we think that each other is sus or whatever. On top of that, there's Deer. So getting you out of the game means that there's a lot of commotion, a lot of people that nobody trusts. So it would be advantageous to the Mafia.
But also, what was my agenda?
What was your agenda?
Yeah, while I was alive.
I don't necessarily recall. I remember we wanted to vote out quiet people.
So you're 100%
You agreed about
medic.
that?
There's no way there's. Okay.
Unless it was you, maybe it was you.
That'd be dope, but it's not me.
Is there any
So I'm
chance
set
you
on one of them. I'm definitely kill Ginger first.
I'm down to that.
Okay.
As long as he goes to
It's Ginger. So we kill you first?
Are you down to that? All of a sudden.
Who do you think
No,
I should
this works
save?
out.
Who
have
should I
Mango.
save if you die?
That's true. You do get a save.
Who should I
Mango.
save tonight?
He said he
So
saved
who
me
do you
last
think
night.
it could be?
Who do I think it could
No,
be?
I can save you because I saved
Hugo.
myself.
Yeah,
Like
kill
save
me.
yourself.
Hugo or
Kill
Deer?
me. Kill me.
Absolutely.
So then it's
not
Hugo or
good.
Ginger.
No,
I
I'm
think.
gonna kill you.
I'm down to lose to Deer
Why do
just
you
because it's
wanna
funny.
Huh?
Why do you want to die? You want to
Because it's the numbers game. It's over.
No, it's not.
Why not? So if you guys
No,
kill
what if
me,
we
then he
literally
kills
have
one
Mango?
more. It's gonna be 2-on-1. Then you guys smoke. That's it. You two are good. If he kills one of you, he's
Yeah,
just
but
bad
are
town.
you positive about both of us?
I'm positive about both of you. I'm trusting that he's bad town.
Who are you
kill
positive
me.
about?
I'm only positive about you. I'm like 90% Hugo, bad town. If it's not Ginger, it's probably him. That's where I'm at in this game.
I feel the same.
Only because he did that eye roll. I think he saw it too. Because
who did the eye
then
roll?
we called him dumb one too many times and he got annoyed. And it was a very genuine annoying. And I think he's just the worst town of all time. And if he wins, I think it's funny. So
Okay,
I'm on them
so
too.
basically, if Deer wins, then we're cool with that one. Then
I'm down. If Deer wins somehow doing absolutely nothing,
That's
then he's a
insane that
guy.
you guys are cool with that. But
We are.
I think so.
You gotta
We're gonna get Ginger.
Ginger and then Hugo. And then we'll decide when it comes to it.
at this point, I'm convinced that you guys are being played by Hugo.
I vote Ginger then.
Yeah, second.
Okay. Defense? Do you want defense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So at this point, like I said, I think that you guys are being played by Hugo, or you guys are losing to literally the quietest Mafia literally
We've
alive.
accepted that as a town.
Which is, I think, the lamest way that you could ever play a Mafia game in the history of the universe. Like I said, I don't think that if I was Mafia, me targeting you would make any more sense than anybody else in the game targeting you as somebody to kill. I think that you're a prime target, and I think it makes a lot of sense. I understand that on a numbers game, this makes a lot of sense. I think at this point, killing somebody is something valuable. But like I said, I really don't trust Hugo. So
Yeah, he'll probably go after you.
perfect.
All right.
I'm down.
Okay. It's down. If you'd like to vote to kill Ginger, please raise your hand. That is 4. That is enough. Town wins.
Vigilante.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to lose, Mom? It was you convinced him out of an eye roll. I'm just supposed to lose to that?
It was a very genuine eye roll.
Void bonfire.
I own that. I didn't believe you until then.
I know.
You played me.
I had to try and play.
I
I had no idea it was you. I knew it was Void Bonfire, but not. I also tried to feel good about you and that vibe.
He said, I didn't want people to focus on you for the next round.
I had to do something. And Shannon, I wanted us to take this to the world. I was going to interrupt you. But listen, it got us the W. Was that all one
Yeah, we crushed it.
I cannot believe you guys managed to win. I was the investigator, and Cody shot me as the vigilante. His reason was I didn't want to waste time talking about it. It's like, that one meant a long time. So I'm gonna let production go to bed. Sorry, y'all.
Hey, you got your life.
No game 2. No game 2.
No game 2.
Four square, boys.
We went to
There is like half the time.
Huh?
There is like half the time. I wonder why that maybe it took too long. I think we just want to let production have a break.
Bonfire. Bonfire.